Okay, so this is a collecting tip. I'm gonna do these new series called collecting tips. I know Lithium017, I think his name is, does them, but I'm gonna do some ones that he hasn't done. So let's get started. So when you get one of these Nintendo 64s, like if you get like one that's just the system, no nothing, and it has nothing in there, don't just think that it doesn't work, because you just take a random game like Banjo-Kazooie, well no, Banjo-Tooie I mean, and you put it in, you'll get nothing, as I'll show you right now. So let's try to plug this in. And you'll see, I just plug a random game in. This game does not require the expansion, so it's video signal's on and we'll turn on, but this won't ring. Now you think the cartridge is broken or dirty, so you go the good old blow thing. We had nothing. We'll get nothing, so what you want to do is like you can try it with loads of games, it will not work. So what you want is if you want to play games that don't need the expansion, you can just get these. It's called a jumper pack, and put that in. Now power on. Turn it online. Yeah, it says no control, but there it goes. Yeah, flickering's just this camera. We've got to wipe it. Yeah. As you see, it reads. So you can just then get your controller, snap that in, grab it, and just take a seat and play. But if you want to play some more of some games, like I only have two that require it, Donkey Kong 64 and Perfect Dark, but these are the other ones I know that require it. I think Gauntlet Legends, I think, needs it, but I know Majora's Mask needs it. Perfect Dark and Donkey Kong are one of them. These ones that require them, like for other games. Let's see, the Turok series. Except for, oh yeah, Shadows of Oblivion, that needs the expansion. And if you don't know what they look like like this. Like the new people that want to get into retro gaming, like if you don't really know what they look like, they sort of look like these. I've heard they just sorry about that. It's got like 8 megs of RAM in this one, and the jumper pack, which is in there, has I think maybe like 2. I don't think it has any. I think it just sort of jumps it or something. But yeah, I know it's got a little bit of scratch there, but who cares? As long as the game works. But if you put a game that requires it, Perfect Dark, stick that in. The game will boot. Let's move this out of the way. So it'll say it's not detected, but sort of power on. Get the controller. all this. It won't do the motion video. Oops. Um, so, usually it plays a different song, but usually it would not start like this. That girl there, what's her name? Joanna. Joanna. You see her type, and then this comes up, but I don't know, profile. It's all but perfect. You will not be able to do any story mode, so who cares? So you can just do this, sort of shoot people. It's like COD, a little bit better than Call of Duty. But yeah, so you can sort of play this just to go around shooting, but no storyline. But ones like Majora's Mask and Donkey Kong 64, and so excuse my voice, my nose is a little bit bad, but yeah. So when you put that in, this will happen. This will flash, and this text will just stay for the whole game. And if you have like the PAL version or something like that, it'll go in a different language. But it'll just sort of flash that same picture. And what picture is mostly is of this. It's just that the logo's in color. So what you want to do is turn off the console. If you buy one of these, what you'll notice is turn off the console, take out your game, unplug the controller. If you want, you can unplug it, but I'll unplug it just to make things easier. Plug the big back box. It's not as gigantic as that Xbox original one here. Xbox 60 fat. So, ooh, you can see the Xbox 360. So, I think you have to. So, it would usually then sort of look like this. We just have a lid. But this is an N64 that I got for my birthday 2 years ago in 2011. And it just came with this, and it had like a sticker on it saying "Do not remove." But you have to remove it to obviously put this in. So what you're gonna do is turn your console around if you want, but you can. If you get this boxed, it will come like with a little tool. But if it doesn't, just use this. And you can see this little bit here. It's like a little. There it is, that little line. You want to stick this into the line. So, sort of. You can see sort of the insides. Yeah, it's a bit filthy. Ooh, teeny bit killer. These holes, these are hard to get off. But you have to get it in that slot. Alright, you have to try like experiment with different sides, but careful not to break these. Yeah. So it won't wreck the plastic. So it's turn white, and then you can just sort of rub it off. But it'll work fine without the lid. You have to sort of get it out. I'll do this the old way. Sort of put it on my lap. And try this. Might not look as good, but sort of have to. At least there's no 10-minute time limit. Sort of push it up. It'll sort of make it loose. So she best to sort of push it up, come loose from the slit, and now it's a little bit easier. There it goes. Alright. But I think in a lot of videos you'll see that these are hard to get out. This has this little flat bit, so it was easier. But it looks like this. You can get these for like $1 if you want it. But there's nothing really much in here. I think it has something to do with the bus or something. I'm not really I don't really remember, but it does sort of have a few maybe like resistors or something to make this sort of read the game cartridge. As we did, as an example, I did Banjo-Tooie. But yeah, you just have an expansion for or just fix the crap away. You get this. So blow into it, start shake it a bit. And it's best to shake dust and everything that's been out there in there for years. But just get this, pop that in. There you go. And as you see, this memory expansion. Just put that in, and there you go. So now, and this, you can just toss this in there. Just put it there, just for collectible. Alright, so place it back here onto the Xbox. Get back. This is actually the original lead. Yeah, get the like original Nintendo ones, because the cheap Chinese ones, the colors look off and the sound's not as clear. Get your controller, do controller button 1, and now your normal games will still play fine. So see, just it takes a couple of milliseconds longer to load, but it doesn't take that long. I haven't had any bad load times with the PS1, but there it goes. Controller works. Sit down here, get 2 cards. So, but it is. I was trying to show you. Well, I won't be able to show you right now because I haven't started it yet. But works fine, the normal games. And I decided to use that instead of Mario 64 because Super Mario 64 is used a lot for an example of testing, but there's nothing wrong, but I decided to change the tables a bit. So now you'll see that Donkey Kong will require it. Sorry about that. Oh yeah. So now I'll start. Now I'm a bit sick here. But there it goes. Well, you can sort of see my friction. I don't know what RAM does, but I'll sort of search it up. I'm guessing there'll be computer geeks commenting on my videos if people ever feel like commenting on my vids. They'll be like, what, the RAM does this and then the RAM does that, whoa. But yeah, if crazy, I don't want to call them computer nerds, but computer people like beat using the computers and stuff and whatever. Yeah, I don't know what the RAM really does, but it does something. It's something to do with the look or something. But one actually good thing is if you go in here, it's got the original arcade game, which it looks a little bit brighter. Yeah, this thing picks up things lighter. It's not really a good PS Vita camera, but it's better than a 3DS one. Everything goes fine. I don't really aim for that hammer, but yeah, whatever. So that works. And now we'll see Perfect Dark. You can see that joiner's eye there. Alright. So I'll say it's detected. It's actually running this one. That's the Xbox. That's the PS1. I just skipped that bit. Just like a little video. There you go. So you see that type in and then you know on. If anyone wants to ask, that co-op one is just for when friends come over. Agent D is actually my one. I'm up to the last level, but it is hard. I cannot beat it. I can't even find the damn skinner. But yeah. Well, alright. We'll set up a tripod and play. So since PS Vita's not really capable of. Alright, so sort of do it like this. Sort of rest it on something. It's the PSP case. And if you obviously know me, this is the first ever Nintendo 64 game I've ever played. Let's kill the lights. Let's put Donkey Kong 64 back. Let's turn up the sound, should we? So let's do the first level. I'll let you watch the video. So, actually surprised the camera using for us.
If Dr. Carroll is not extracted tonight, Data Dine will put him through mind conditioning, and we'll lose our best chance of finding out what Data Dine are up to.
Are they all expendable?
Don't joke. You have to be careful, Joanna. Code keys will only operate while the owner is alive. If you kill them, the key is useless. Our cards are a different matter, of course.
What's the target location?
Work your way down the building to the ground level. Dr. Carroll will be in our research lab somewhere in the underground facility.
How will I recognize him?
We don't have an image record, and we can't find any official files. All we have is the name. Good luck, Dr. Carroll.
Yeah, I was surprised by the full motion video because I was playing like Crash Bandicoot, and then I appeared with this first person thing. I was wondering who the person was. I cousins, my uncle sort of, my cousin Jesse told me everything about it. So. Oh, shoot. I always remember dying on that guy when I was in it. This is working, I usually steal it. There it is. Oh. So I'll whiz right through this. Well, I just always aims for the stomach. I need to go in that building office anyway. A shortcut is usually taking the lift. So it just heads down to the, ground floor. What's on the car? Alright. If it goes down to the first floor. Oh, it sounds lag. Bit of a lag.
There's someone here.
They'll try and shoot me, but alright. There we go.
Come here.
Get these suckers. Just pick up the guns. Oh, you motherfucker. Just waste my ammo. Alright. Where are these guys coming from? Alright. There it is. This old shit it was. Oh, the black thing that's shaking there, it's just the cord. But yeah. So, yeah, that's how to just showing you the difference between the expansion pack to the jumper pack. As you see, this gives you like the story mode, what do they call it, the campaign, and then Donkey Kong gives you the game, lets you play the whole game. And yeah, you can see my crappy tripod, but Vita doesn't have its own, so whatever. So yeah, you get a free gameplay video of Perfect Dark. First game I've ever played, but yep, the original N64 that I played it on, that you saw at my cousin's house, well, my two cousins' house, and this old cartridge that at my two cousins' house. So yeah, if anyone's watching this, post a video response if you want, or post a comment saying what was the first game you've ever played on what console. Like, what's the first console you ever played, and what's the first game that you played on that console. I'll take all the new, but Don't just say you like your first game was like, if there's little kids watching, I'm guessing they'll say Call of Duty or something like that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that'll be, and tell me what you think of my gaming tips. Wasn't done as well, but this is just unscripted, but a bit, teeny bit sick, but yeah. So I'll see you guys later.